The final eviction notice had been glaring at Kazu for 3 days. Today, the deadline arrived. He picked up his phone, heart pounding, and dialed the landlord's number.
Your rent, it's paid through next March, every month, on time. I don't see the problem.
Paid? That's impossible. My bank balance is 0.
All the transfers come from the same account. The reference says Mizuki, 0427.
Mizuki. That's her old student ID. The girl who broke my heart and vanished.
He pulled up the bank records, month after month, a deposit for the exact rent amount. The first payment was dated 2 weeks after she disappeared without explanation.
She's been paying my rent for a year in secret. Why?
Kazu ended the call, grabbed his coat. He had to find her. He had to find her. He had to know the truth. Kazu dropped back into his chair and combed through the bank records again.
The first payment was 2 weeks after she walked away. She vanished like a ghost. Her old number, maybe.
The line was dead. A recorded message. This number is no longer in service. He searched her name online. A photo surfaced. Mizuki, wearing an apron, at a cafe in a small town 2 hours away.
2 hours. I can be there by dusk.
He booked a one-way ticket and caught the next train.
What am I going to say? Thanks for paying my rent and vanishing.
Fields blurred past. The seat across from him was empty, just like his chest. He tightened his grip on the bag and stared ahead, resolve hardening. He would get answers, even if they broke him. The cafe door chimed. Mizuki looked up, and the coffee pot nearly slipped from her fingers, her face drained of color. In an instant, she turned toward the back exit.
Mizuki, wait, please, just let me explain why I am here.
There's nothing to explain. You shouldn't have come. Go back to your life.
My rent has been paid for a year. By you. How am I supposed to just walk away?
It doesn't matter. Consider it a mistake. Just forget you ever saw it.
A mistake? 12 months of secret deposits? I am not leaving until you talk to me.
Then you'll be waiting forever. I am blocking your number. Don't follow me.
He pulled out the thick envelope. She shoved it back against his chest without a word. She ran. Down the lamplit street, honey blonde braid trailing behind her like a final goodbye. Kazu didn't leave. He found her apartment and waited in the cold until she finally appeared. When Mizuki stepped out, he blocked her path, his hands shaking.
I am not giving up. Why are you secretly paying my rent?
Because you'd never accept it if you knew. Now, let me go.
Does this have to do with your father's death? I know you were close.
Shut up. You have no right to speak about him.
She pushed past him. A document slipped from her bag and drifted to the pavement. He picked it up. The words Estate of Toshio Yamada, creditor, claim, stared back, rushing to his laptop. Kazu searched property records and old lease agreements. His old lease had her father as co-signer. When the man died, the debt became his burden. The old lease stared back at him, co-signed by Toshio Yamada. The guarantee now fell on him.
So the debt could legally attach to my apartment. She's been paying to stop that.
He dialed the landlord a second time, his voice steady despite the turmoil.
Co-signer's estate insolvent. Creditors can go after the lease unless the debt is cleared. Someone's been covering the monthly obligation. If those payments stop, you'd be evicted.
She never wanted me to know. She's been drowning alone this whole time.
Guilt and anger coiled in his chest. He had to go back and force her to accept help. He booked another train ticket. This time, with the evidence packed in his bag, the lease, the estate claim, and the cash she refused, all of it went with him. On the platform, his fists clenched. She wouldn't slip away again. At dawn, Kazu waited across from her building. When she emerged with a bank envelope, he followed. His chest thudded. As she turned toward the bank, the envelope clutched like a secret. He intercepted her before she could push through the bank's revolving door, his heart slamming.
This was about your father's estate, wasn't it? You've been paying his debt.
How did you find out? The lease was supposed to be private. You weren't supposed to know.
I am not leaving until you tell me everything. Let me help you.
You are not responsible for any of it. Just go back to your life and forget me. You have no right to dig into my family's past. Stay away from me.
She shoved him aside, nearly knocking the paper from his hand, and ran down the street.
She's still hiding something. I need to find her sister. Emmy might be the only one who can make her talk.
He found Emmy's profile quickly and sent a message. Her reply was tense but agreed to meet the next day. At the park, Kazu approached Emmy sitting rigid on a bench, her bag clutched like armor.
If Mizuki knew I was here, she'd never forgive me. Why are you really here?
I know she's been paying my rent. Her father co-signed my lease. She's carrying a debt alone.
It's not just a debt. She made a promise to our father. She won't let anyone share the burden. She left you to protect you. She never wanted to drag you down.
Then help me save her from herself. Talk to her, please.
I'll try, but she's stubborn. Don't expect her to open up.
She handed over a folder of old family photos. Among them, a picture of their father. They parted. Kazu clutched the folder like a lifeline, dread and fragile hope warring inside him. That evening, Kazu's phone lit up with Mizuki's name for the first time in weeks.
How dare you drag Emmy into this? She's the only family I have left.
Mizuki, I just wanted to help.
You've helped enough. Stay out of our lives. Never contact me again.
The line went dead. Kazu stared at the screen, his last hope crumbling into nothing. He sank onto the couch, head in hands. Every move he made only pushed her further away. Hours later, his phone buzzed again, a message from Emmy. A photo attachment, total outstanding. 4.2 million yen. Remaining installments. 14 months at 300,000 each. Emmy's text followed. She's almost done. Please don't give up on her.
He stared at the numbers, his heart pounding. He wouldn't give up. Not after seeing this.
Kazu tallied the payments she'd already made. Over 3 million yen, silently transferred.
Emmy knows the whole story. I have to call her again. I have to understand.
He dialed Emmy's number late that night, his voice raw with exhaustion.
You can't ask me to betray her trust more than I already have.
Please, Emmy. I can't help her if I am stumbling in the dark. I need to know everything.
Tomorrow, there's a small cafe near the park. I'll tell you there, but promise me you won't hurt her.
I promise. I just want to help. I swear.
Emmy hung up. Kazu sat in the dim room, the weight of tomorrow pressing on his chest. He pulled out the photo of her father and the old lease, the proof of her silent sacrifice. When dawn came, he was already dressed, ready to finally uncover the full truth. They met at the small cafe. Emmy's hands trembled as she set down her cup.
Our father co-signed your lease as a favor. When he died, the guarantee became your legal burden. Mizuki found out reading the will. She panicked and decided you could never know. She broke up with you that same week. To keep you out of the court proceedings entirely, she's been working 3 jobs. Every month, she pays 300,000 yen toward the debt. There are 14 payments left. She never wanted to drag you into this.
She gave up everything for me. All this time, she loved me enough to vanish. I won't let her do this alone. I am paying the rest with her, whether she likes it or not.
She'll fight you. She's so proud. But maybe you are the one person who can break through.
Kazu left the cafe with the truth burning in his chest. He would find her tonight. Kazu unlocked the door with the key Emmy had pressed into his hand. The apartment lay still. When Mizuki stepped inside, she froze. Her face crumpled from shock into something close to fear.
I know everything. The lease, the estate debt, the 14 months you've been killing yourself to pay.
Her legs gave out. She slid down the wall, sobs tearing through her.
You weren't supposed to find out. This was my burden, not yours. Just leave.
I am not leaving. I am helping you finish this, whether you want me to or not.
I don't want your pity. I did this to protect you from exactly this.
She shoved him, palms slamming his shoulders, pushing him backward. The door clicked shut. He pressed his forehead to the cold wood, chest heaving.
I'll prove it. Tomorrow, the first payment comes from me.
At dawn, Kazu walked into the bank and transferred 150,000 yen with the note, "From Kazu." Mizuki's phone chimed with a deposit alert. She froze, eyes fixed on the sender's name.
What did you just do?
I paid half this month's installment. The first of many, if you'll let me.
You had no right. This debt is mine. My father's promise to keep you out of it.
And I am honoring that promise by not letting his daughter break herself alone. I love you, Mizuki.
The line went dead. A moment later, a new message appeared on her screen, her text. Why? He replied, "Because you were willing to give up everything for me. Let me do this for you." She stared at the screen, silent, but the money stayed in the account. The next morning, a text from Mizuki cut through the silence. "Park, 3 o'clock. Come alone." He arrived first and sat on the same bench where Emi had cried, a printed payment plan in his hands. She walked up, her face guarded. Without a word, she perched at the other end.
You don't give up, do you?
Not when it comes to you. Look at this. If we each pay half, we're done in 9 months.
He passed her the spreadsheet, their old student IDs now listed side by side.
I can't ask you to do this. I never wanted to be your burden.
You were never a burden. You are the bravest person I know. Let me stand with you.
She bit her lip, eyes glistening. Then a single nod and the ice finally cracked. The partnership began with long days and longer nights. Kazu hauled crates. Mizuki poured coffee past midnight. On payday, they met outside the bank, exhausted but satisfied. Their first joint payment went through, but the next month, a fever knocked Kazu flat. He missed 3 shifts at the warehouse. Mizuki covered the shortfall by working a double shift, but they still came up 50,000 yen short.
You should have told me you were sick. I could have asked for more hours earlier.
I didn't want to be a burden. You were already carrying so much.
You are not a burden. You are the reason I can breathe again. Don't you see that?
She sank onto the couch and for the first time spoke openly about her father. He held her as she cried, the weight of years spilling out. They didn't solve the debt that night, but they rebuilt the bridge between them. Over steaming cups of tea, a fragile trust took root, deeper than before. Months folded into a rhythm. Each red circle on the calendar marked another payment. When the debt hit its halfway mark, they celebrated with convenience store onigiri and cheap soda in her cramped kitchen.
I never thought I'd say this, but I am glad you found out. I was so tired of being alone in it.
I am almost glad I lost my job. Otherwise, I might never have known the truth.
Their eyes met. The air thickened. His hand twitched toward hers, but stopped an inch short.
Kazu.
She dropped her gaze, a blush creeping up her cheeks. The unspoken words hung between them, too heavy to release.
6 more months. Then, we'll talk about what comes after.
She nodded, a tiny smile flickering. They didn't say it, but they both knew. They were already far past X. The debt still loomed, but for the first time, the future felt like something they could share. Kazu's delivery job dried up overnight. 10 days until the next due date, and they were 80,000 yen short at her kitchen table. The spreadsheet lay between them, the numbers mocking their effort.
I can sell my laptop. It's worth at least 40,000. We can make up the rest.
Number. That's your only tool for job searching. We'll figure out another way.
Let me do this. I can't stand by and watch you drown again. I won't.
That's all I ever was, wasn't it? A burden you had to rescue. I never wanted this.
You are not a burden. I love you, Mizuki. I've always loved you.
You still mean that? After everything.
Always. No more running. From the debt or from us.
She collapsed into his arms, whispering his name. His phone buzzed, a new delivery route starting Monday. They laughed through tears, the world tilting back toward hope. The final months blurred past. Each crossed-out number on their spreadsheet brought the 0 closer until only one line remained. On the morning of the last payment, They sat hip to hip at his laptop, the transfer screen glowing, the cursor hovering over submit payment.
Are you ready?
Together.
Their fingers interlaced on the mouse, trembling. One click, transaction complete. Balance, 0 yen.
It's over. We actually did it.
Her laugh cracked the silence, raw and tear-filled. He pulled her into a crushing embrace, his own tears falling into her hair.
I got this for you. A promise. No more running, no more secrets.
He drew a tiny box from his pocket and opened it. A delicate gold chain glinted. He clasped it around her neck. She whispered, "We're free. We're free. We're finally free." The tears slowly dried. They slid down to sit on the floor, backs against the couch, scattered papers like confetti around them.
My dad would have liked you. He always said I needed someone stubborn enough to stay.
I wish I could have thanked him. He gave me more than a lease. He gave me a reason to find you again.
It's strange. His debt almost ruined us, but paying it together brought us back. I never thought I'd feel grateful for it.
I am sorry I didn't push harder when you left. I just believed you when you said you didn't love me anymore.
Don't apologize. I made sure you believed it. That was my mistake, not yours. I forgive you, and I forgive myself.
She rested her head on his shoulder. The silence that followed was no longer heavy. It was full, like a held breath finally released.
No more running. No more secrets. Just us, from now on.
And then, as naturally as breathing, their lips met, a soft, unhurried kiss that sealed a new beginning. When they pulled back, foreheads still touching, Mizuki smiled through fresh tears. They weren't exes anymore. They were just two people who had finally found their way home. Morning light streamed through the kitchen. For the first time in years, they had nowhere to be except together. Kazu flipped a pancake. It sailed past the pan and landed squarely on his head.
You are supposed to eat it, not wear it.
Maybe I am starting a new trend. Pancake hats.
Later, they walked hand in hand through the park, cherry blossoms drifting like soft snow.
I could get used to this. Just us.
What comes next, now that the debt is gone?
Honestly, I want to marry you. Someday, when it's right.
Maybe. Start with a proper date first. The last one was 2 years ago.
They both laughed, a lightness they hadn't felt in years. She rested her head on his shoulder as they walked on, the future no longer a heavy question but a promise. That evening, they curled up on the couch with an old photo album between them. The apartment glowed with lamplight and peace. A picture from a festival 2 years ago stared back at them, her in a yukata, him laughing beside a goldfish stall.
I can't believe I almost threw all of this away. You were always smiling, even back then.
I can't believe you kept my apartment from collapsing without me knowing. Best secret you ever kept.
Thank you for not giving up on me, even when I made it impossible.
He kissed the top of her head, his lips brushing her hair. The necklace glinted in the soft light.
And you for trusting me again. I won't break it this time.
The album sat open, but neither looked at it anymore. Comfortable silence wrapped around them, full of all the words they didn't need to say.
Let's go somewhere. Just us. A trip with no spreadsheets and no payment deadlines.
Anywhere. As long as it's with you.
A week later, they stood hand in hand outside a real estate agency, scanning sunlit listings.
This one has a huge kitchen. Perfect for your culinary experiments.
You mean for you to wash the dishes?
Laughing, they walked inside, the door chiming with a sound that felt like the start of everything. 6 months later, sunlight streamed through the windows of their new apartment. Boxes stacked like fresh promises. She pulled the necklace box from a pile of memories. The chain still caught the light. Unbroken, he hung a framed photo over the sofa. The screenshot of that first 0 yen balance.
Welcome home.
They stood in the quiet of their first shared home, the weight of the past finally replaced by the promise of every tomorrow. The doorbell chimed. Mizuki pulled it open and threw her arms around Emi before she could even speak. Kazu set an extra plate on a table crowded with homemade dishes, a meal finally shared with family.
You two are disgustingly cute now. Finally.
We had a little push from someone who broke the rules for us.
Emmy, thank you. For not giving up on us either. Just take care of each other. That's all I ever wanted.
As they cleared the plates, Emmy suddenly stilled, her eyes fixed on Mizuki's hand.
Is that on your finger?
It's a promise. She said yes yesterday.
Emmy burst into happy tears. The three of them stood framed by the setting sun, arms wrapped around each other, a family at last.